Alright, welcome back to another Mech Lab Monday. Today we're taking a look at the Timberwolf Z. And as you can see here, the affinities you can unlock are at 20 plus 10 heat capacity, at 40 plus 1 medium range accuracy, and also 50% crit resistance. At 150, minus 5% stability damage taken, and also at 150, minus 5% heat generated. So, as we hop into the mech bay, you'll see that the quirk it has is improved targeting at medium range, so plus 1 accuracy at medium range. So once you hit 40 affinity, you actually get plus 2 accuracy at medium range total. So it's a good mech to go for medium range builds. And to that end, we're going to look to some weapons that have pretty good optimal ranges so that the medium range is a wider area. So let me clarify. If you go with something short range, where is, I don't have any small lasers. Here we go, machine guns. So machine guns have an optimal range of 120 meters, which means for them medium range is between 60 meters and 120 meters. So it's a 60 meter space. Light PPC, for example, has a 360 meter optimum range. So the medium range for light PPC would be anywhere between 180 and 360 meters. So it's a 180 meter range that is considered medium. So you don't want to go with super short range weapons for a medium range build. Super long range stuff, 420 optimal range with the ERPPC makes it a 210 medium range. 210 to 420 meters is medium range. So we're looking for stuff that has, honestly, at least 540 max range and stuff that has, 900 plus, just so that the medium range area is larger. So we are going to specifically, I think, well, okay, so let's go over what it already has built in. It already has built-in Clan Indo. It already has built-in Clan Armor, which we're probably going to upgrade to Clan Pharaoh, just to save some tonnage. But, yeah, since it's an Omni-Mech, the arms, if we put Omni lowers, the Omni lowers will allow us to put lasers and missiles on the arms, but not PPCs, autocannons, things like that. So, keeping that in mind, I think... Do we want a combat shield? I think we'll give it a combat shield, because we can. So, toss on a couple Omnipod hands. Wait, it was under equipment. That one. Okay, so we gave it a combat shield. What weapons are we going to use? We want stuff with mid to long range. So there's 420, 360, 360. I mean, medium ER pulses, medium range would be 130 to, or 125 to 250. That's not terrible. The 23 heat is a little bit much. So we got 51 damage for 37 heat at long range, or 39 damage for 23 heat. don't know. We'll think a little bit more. I think I'm actually, yeah, I think I am going to build this as a little bit of a splashy build. Is 600 meters enough? Is 600 meters enough? I think 600 meters is enough. So we've got 21 missiles worth of IATM. We're also going to add in that large clan pulse. So our heat is at 79. And then go for something ballistic, like Ultra AC5, and then ammo. Is there anything else? I mean, obviously we need cooling. So worth noting, on a medium range build like this, where is the advanced optics? There it is. So advanced optics is more effective with longer range builds. Shorter and mid-range builds don't benefit as much from advanced optics as longer range builds do. So I think we're actually going to skip out on the advanced optics. I mean, our heat isn't terrible. Do we put an exchanger in? Yeah, I think we will. I know I'm doing this the slow way, bear with me. So, with exchanger double plus, our heat efficiency... Oh, right, we need to also throw in heatsink kit. So, we got 7669. Oops, not that one. 7669 versus 7581. So heat delta of 6 versus a heat delta of 7. So pretty much either one works. Let's see, what else? Obviously we need ammo. And we have a lot of slots left over, so we could actually throw some patchwork in. I wonder if this would be a good time to use the actuator enhancement. Actually, that's a good question. Does the actuator enhancement can't be used with... Okay, so if we use the actuator enhancement, we cannot use the hand, but we can put the ultra autocannon on that arm. Which, yeah, that's +2 accuracy with the ultra autocannon, and it also increases our heat efficiency a little bit. Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong? Mech needs 2 freehand action. Okay, so we would not be able to do the combat shield if we use the actuator enhancement, which either way works. Since I'm doing a solo drop, I really do feel like the combat shield is going to be very beneficial. But if I were building this as like a normal member of a lance, I might forego the combat shield, put that on a different mech, and then put the actuator enhancement here to increase the accuracy of the IATM and the ultra autocannon. But instead, we will just go back to the omnipod lower and the hand. So now we can use the combat shield. We do need ammo. And I would like to put a turret mount, but do we have the tonnage for it? So that would only leave 3 tons for ammo. Unless we patchwork it up. We have plenty of slots. So we could get down to 5 tons of ammo. Sure. Let's do that. So we need Ultra AC5 ammo. Let's put that patchwork over here. Or no, I'll put it in the arm. UAC5 double. So that gives us 18 alpha strikes with the Ultra AC5. And then we need IATM ammo. So we're going to go with some high explosive so that we have... Okay, so you have to keep in mind that the high explosive ammo does reduce the range brackets. So that means the optimal range will go from 300 to 150. So then the medium range that we're trying to target, the medium range we're trying to stay in, is going to be 75 to 150. As compared to the Ultra Autocannon, which the optimal range, for medium range, we're going to be trying to stay between 210 and 420. So is high explosive ammo actually what we're looking for? Or do we just want to change out the Ultra Autocannon for something with a shorter range? Let's think about this. So the large pulse laser, medium range is 210 to 420. 210 to 420. Ultra Autocannon 5, 210 to 420. IATM, 150 to 300. So the only time medium range is going to line up between the IATMs and the other weapon systems is between 210 and 300. That's only a 90 meter, or I believe that's like a 3 or 4 hex range. So I think we actually don't go IATM here. I think IATM is actually a bad idea here, specifically because the ranges of the Ultra AC5 and the large pulse lasers want us to stay in the 210 to 420 range. So really we want other weapons with an optimal range of 420. And that means LRMs. So we could go with the Streak LRM-20. Which we'd still have 5 tons on top of that. Or maybe we just bypass the Streak and just go for LRM-15s. So LRM-20s are good if you have limited hard points, because obviously 20 missiles per hard point. But when you have an Omni-Mech like this, 15s are always going to be better, because it's 3.5 tons for 15 missiles, as compared to 20 tons for 5 missiles. 5 missiles for 5 tons for 20 missiles. So the ratio, the 5s are going to be 1 ton for 5 missiles. So each 5 missile grouping is 1 ton. 10s are 2.5 tons for 10 missiles. So 1.25 ton per 5 missile bracket. 15s are 3.5 tons. So it's about I don't know what it is, like 3.15 or something around there, 3.18 something per grouping of, 1.15 tons per 5 missile grouping. And then the 20 is 1.25 per 5 missiles. So actually the most weight efficient, the most efficient is actually going to be the LRM-5s. So let's do that. That's 15, 25, Hmm. Let's look and see how this looks. Oops. 30 missiles. Okay, so we have 30 missiles, and we still have an extra lot of tonnage. um. Well, first off, let's move the ultra autocannon. Well, I'm trying to think of which side I want to keep towards enemies, and I think I'm going to keep it. Let's see, drop that patchwork there, drop that patchwork there, drop that patchwork there. Okay. So then put the 3 LRM5s over there. Actually, I think I can upgrade one of those LRM5s into an LRM15. So now we're shooting 40 missiles per salvo, per alpha strike. But the ranges all work out perfectly. So our goal with this mech is to stay between 210 and 420 meters away from a target for optimal accuracy. So now we have about 6 tons. Do we need all of that for ammo? So LRM ammo, what am I doing? LRM ammo. So for LRM ammo, since we have 40 missiles, each bin is going to be 3 alpha strikes. So, how many alpha strikes do we want? We have 18 alpha strikes with the UAC-5. So we're never going to run out of ammo with the UAC-5. Literally never. Large pulse, obviously we never run out. Oh yeah, heat efficiency. Still looks good. Probably put one more heat sink in. In any case. So we definitely want something like mag pulse for a little bit of crowd control. Especially if the target's overheating, it's really nice to be able to keep them overheated. Are we going to go Artemis? Are we going to go with Artemis here? Yeah, let's figure out the internals real quick. So, we can't put an upgraded gyro because it's an Omni-Mech. But we definitely want some electronic warfare. So, the Clan Electronic Warfare Suite is interesting in that it's both active and passive at the same time. So, actively, it provides allies, including the mech that has it installed, with an ECM shield of 2, and reduces the enemy's shield by 2 within 210 meters. In addition to that, the electronic warfare system, or electronic warfare suite, improves your ECM shielding by 1 and reduces jamming by 1. So that's a total of ECM shield of 3 on the mech that has it installed. And then the C3 system is really nice for, targeting for your entire lance. And the EWS probe is good when dealing with, stealth or ECM jamming in general. However, the Clan Guardian ECM, when passive, gives an ECM shield of 3 as well, but reduces jamming by 4. So the Guardian ECM is better at countering jamming for the mech it's installed on. Whereas the Clan Electronic Warfare Suite is better for the lance as a whole. So as a solo drop, I would never really want to bring the Clan Electronic Warfare Suite. But if I was doing a full lance, absolutely the Nova CEWS would be amazing. Now it's worth noting, the Angel ECM, while it's 2 tons instead of 1 ton, gives an ECM shield of 5 and reduces enemy jamming by 5. So, it is considerably more powerful, but it is twice the tonnage. However, I think after I finish with ammo, I'm going to have tonnage available for it. So I'm actually going to drop in the Angel ECM. Active probe. Do I want... Well, this is not a long-range mech, so the increased sight and sensor range isn't that big of a deal. The only things that I'd be really paying attention to here is the passive sensor probe countering ECM and stealth by 1, and the bonus of 2 to sensor detection. So, is that worth a ton to me? I think for this build, probably not. I mean, this is going to be a more short-range brawler, so the active probe isn't as interesting. Supercharger and Mask I'm opting to not use because I already have a 5-7 move sprint, and that's perfectly adequate. I mean, yes, a Mask or Supercharger would turn that into a 5-10, which is quite nice. However, I mean, the tonnage for the Supercharger is 2 tons, and the Mask is 3 tons, so that extra tonnage for a little bit more maneuverability, I mean, that's part of why I'm bringing the combat shield. Is I'm planning this more as a brawler than a evasive sort of mech. C3 unit, again, mostly good for if you're in a lance. Solo dropping, not really worth it. Battle computers, I mean, so battle computers are interesting. I could definitely make the room for them if I were to go with it. But since I'm planning on staying around medium range, the short range, long range, and extreme range, there it is, are all kind of useless as long as I'm doing what I need to do and staying in medium range. Those are not going to be effective. Gunnery mostly would only help with the ultra autocannon to prevent jamming and increase the unjam. Heat is not necessary because we're actually almost heat neutral. Criticals is kind of whatever. Artemis 4 would be nice, so it would allow us to use Artemis ammo, but using Artemis ammo for a ton in a build like this is not... I mean, I'd rather have the extra 5 missiles than the Artemis, because with the extra 5 missiles I can apply 5 extra stacks of mag pulse or whatever. It is perfectly viable though to go with... Actually, I say that, but the advanced targeting computer reduces jam chance for the ultra autocannon. I mean, this mech's not going to be great at called shots because so much of it is splash. But since it's divided into LRM5, LRM5, if I were to just go with nothing but LRM5s, then that would mean 1 out of every 5 missiles has the chance to hit the location. But at the same time, I don't really have that many slots to just slap a whole bunch of LRM5s. But the improved called shot is... I mean, the offensive push accuracy and improved called shot would not really be why I'd be taking this. I would mostly be taking this for the minus 20% multiplier to jam chance. Like, on this particular mech, the inner sphere fire control system is just objectively better. However, I would be giving up 1 gunnery, since I already have the clan fire control system. And 1 gunnery reduces jam chance and increases unjam. Do I want to Do I want to? You know, here's something to think about real quick. Heavy Pharaoh. Takes 15 slots instead of 7. So that would be an extra 8 slots. And it would save an extra 1.6-ish tons. So 1.6 for, what is it, 8 slots? Here we have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 slots, saving us 1.8 tons. Okay, so we're at 71.96. So Heavy Pharaoh is slightly more efficient than Clan Pharaoh plus Patchwork. However, it does not give case. So we're going to go back to that. I enjoy having case on my mechs, especially when I'm loading up ammo in them. And we can go back to all the patchworks. Okay. So we have 3 tons. I mean, I could actually drop the double bin down to a single bin. So that would be 15, which would be 7.5. But you see, 7.5 just isn't enough. So no, I'm going to stick with the double bin of UAC5 ammo. Do I want to go with battle computers? So is there another way for me to save tonnage? Not really. Oh yeah, that needs to go into the leg so that I can use the 2-slot enhanced imaging. And then we need... Do I not have gunnery support A? I do not have gunnery support A. Huh. Okay, so our options here are fire control and targeting computers. Predator, which again only really gives us +1 accuracy since we're trying to stay in the medium range bracket. Yeah. This is tricky. This is tricky. Now we could go with an AR-12 or AR-24 sheath beacon. Or no, it would have to be an AR-24 because we have enhanced imaging. So the AR-24 sheath beacon would give an ECM shield of 2. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great at all. So right now we have clan sensors. I don't know. I'm at this point where I'm a little indecisive. I would really love to bring an advanced targeting computer and battle computers. But am I willing to find the tonnage probably by dropping LRM 5s? I don't know. I mean, obviously we're not using tracker sensors. Again, we're trying to stay at medium range. We don't care about extreme and long range. Sensors range would increase our optimal range by 10% and thus slightly increase our medium range. So that's interesting. But I'm thinking sniper, because recon sensors you can't use with these. Oh, you can. You can't use it with Beagle. So that's interesting. Recon sensors gives the low tier ECM same as the sniper sensors, but it also gives counters ECM stealth by 1 and a bonus of 1 to sensor detection, as compared to a bonus of 2 to sensor detection. So I think we'll go with the recon sensors to counter stealth by 1, counter ECM and stealth by 1. Basically a free Beagle probe. Yeah, most of the decisions we're making around this are around staying at medium range. So the last cockpit component we need to figure out is, do we use the advanced targeting computer? So that would allow us to bring Artemis. We'd have to bring gunnery to get the same gunnery that we got from the standard clan fire control system. And tracking would give us evasion ignore. So let's just see tracking, Artemis 4. Do we even bring the gunnery? Do we even bring the gunnery? Okay, so Artemis 4 lets us bring the Artemis ammo, which greatly increases the accuracy of our LRMs. Where are you? Where are you? Artemis 4, LRM. Okay. So right now, with 40 missiles, each ton of ammo is 3 Alpha Strikes. 3, 6. And we're at tonnage. If we were to drop 1 LRM-5, actually no. If we drop the LRM-15 and have 3 LRM-5s, so that's 30 missiles per Alpha Strike. Our heat efficiency is overcooling, so we'll be good even if we're taking heat damage and in hot environments. And this leaves us with an extra 2.5 tons. Which means we can drop some of the patchwork. And LRM. So now that we have 30 missiles per Alpha Strike, that means each ton of ammo is 4 shots, so that's 8 Alpha Strikes. We could throw down some Thunder Augmented just for the early... Well, again, I would totally use the Augmented Thunder if I was building this as part of a Lance, so that I could have Pinpoint Mechs follow up on the leg damage. But since this is a solo mech, I'm going to make that one caveat of, not so much. So, and since it's a solo mech, then if I'm going to use heat, I might as well use Mag Pulse. So do I need another ton? I don't think I need another ton of ammo. If I only have 30 LRMs, then that's 4, 8, 12 Alpha Strikes. So 12 Alpha Strikes till my LRMs are empty. 18 Alpha Strikes before my Ultra Autocannon is empty. And then my Pulse Laser stays. So I have 1.2 tons. Which I could just drop another patchwork and boom, I have just under 1 ton. So I guess I'll throw in another battle computer. And it will be battle computer gunnery right there. I'm actually going to put this on the arm. Maybe I should also just drop that. No, wait. Do that. Do that. Something like that. And then I can keep my left side towards the enemies as long as possible. I often like to build my mechs with a shield side. So even though it has 3 LRM5s on that side, if I lose the left side, I still have the majority of my mech. But if I twist wrong and I lose my right side, I don't have much of a mech left at all. So I've got to make sure to keep that in mind while I'm playing. But I think as soon as we bump that down, I think I'm going to call that a build. So let's go ahead and see how it goes. Okay, and as usual when bringing an ultra autocannon, it's really nice to have military for the reduced recoil and lucky for the reduced jam chance. And then lucky is also good for the LRMs because of the +2 clustering. So we're going to use Jiangxi here. And since this is a mid-range mech, and we do have an ultra autocannon, the gunnery is going to be important for both the lessened jam chance and the higher unjam chance. We are getting 2 gunnery, I believe, from the mech, so we only need to get to 8 to be guaranteed to unjam after any round where we do get jammed. Since we have 30 LRMs, so 30 clan LRMs is going to be 120 damage versus the ultra autocannon, which is going to be 90 damage. So it's really a toss-up between do you want the higher clustering and crit chance or do you want the recoil reduction. I'm thinking... What am I thinking? I'm actually thinking I would kind of like Phantom Mech or Mobility. Because here's the thing. The Warlord ability, yes, it will give us +1 accuracy every 3 turns, but we don't really care about the called shot multiplier. And while +10 clustering is nice, once every 3 turns, it's only so helpful. Controlled burst, we're already overcooling. The -1 recoil, if we take the focus fire, would automatic the -1 recoil would already cancel it out, so that there'd be 0 recoil from the ultra autocannon. And the -jam chance multiplier would only apply to the ultra autocannon. So controlled burst is kind of eh. However, Phantom Mech for +2 local ECM and -50% visibility and sensor signature for 2 turns out of every 3, that's pretty good, because with the Angel ECM, that would actually bump our local ECM up to 7, and then with the, I forget what they're called, the sensors we put in, recon sensors. With the recon sensors, that means while Phantom Mech's active, we would actually have a local ECM of 6. Which will interfere with the enemy's ability to hit us. Or we could go with mobility and just get more evasion, especially as the battle goes on. But since I haven't gone Phantom Mech on anything, I think I'm going to go Phantom Mech. And since we are not generating 6 or more evasion, then Escapist is not going to be useful on this build. But sure, awareness might as well. And we're going to go Phantom Mech. And then here we're going to go Focus Fire so that the Ultra Autocannon has no recoil. get to 8 gunnery so that we have a 100% unjam chance in this particular mech. Get as much tactics as we can for the higher initiative and higher sensor rolls, and then the rest into guts. And that is going to be the Mechwarrior we drop. You know what? Let's try the 2-skull capture base against pirates. Why not? Alright, so in hindsight, I could have brought a ton of incendiary ammo to deal the extra +1 damage to turrets and tanks, but honestly that's highly unnecessary. Okay, looks like there is a defending force. So, I think I will drop here on the high ground, and we'll see what happens. Again, the goal with this mech is to try to keep enemies at 210 to 420 meters. That's the sweet spot.
Okay, y'all. Stay frosty.
So 210 to 420 meters is, I forget how many hexes that is. I think it's, I want to say it's like 20 meters per hex. So no, that's not right. 30 meters per hex maybe. So 6-ish. Let's see. 90, 120, 150, 180. So like 8-ish hexes. And we only get 2 hex or 2 evasion from the sprinting with enhanced imaging off. I think enhanced imaging gives us an additional 1 when it's active. But again, the primary defense that this mech has is its electronic countermeasures, not so much its evasion. We could have thrown in a supercharger, mask, whatever to get more evasion, but we went with more armaments instead. So we're seeing here a Locust and a Mantis. And the Mantis hit us for, I think that was 12 damage. Looks like a pulse laser. A fire starter and a stealth rapier.
Standing by.
Alright, so here we go. If we're here, you can see based on the curvature there, based on the highlighted area, about where our medium range starts. So pretty much anything past that area is going to be outside of our optimal range. But we still have a really good hit chance because, you know, Artemis. So we can get 3 going downhill. Let's.
10-4.
We're no longer in cover, so we're not getting the oof. Does it still count? Don't know. We'll find out. But we can very easily drop in this thing. Okay. Somebody has some crazy laser AMS.
Reporting critical hit.
But yeah, so pretty solid damage. I mean, it's a heavy mech, so
Waiting for orders.
it's not going to have as much one-shot potential as, you know, an assault mech or anything like that. Is there any way we can still get in its side? Yes. No. That's not in its side. That is, but that is not ideal. Do we just shoot it from the front? Well, we're probably getting knocked down either way. So, we are back in cover, so we get the bulwark again.
10-4.
And that should be a leg.
That
Or
is
at least
something
just a
good.
knockdown. Yeah, just knockdown. And it went boom. Cool. I guess the fall damage went to the side torso that we had opened. Alright, so step 1, kill the defending forces. Step 2, see if we can handle the reinforcements. Because in a capture base mission, the defending force is always weaker than the reinforcements. The reinforcements always arrive with a higher challenge, with better equipment, better mechs. So we definitely want to stay out of the Rapier's electronic warfare zone, and we want to target enemies that are not inside of it. Oof. Well, they showed up quick.
I'm still reading enemy contacts, Commander.
Oh.
Secure the area before you can proceed.
Well, this just got more interesting. Hello, Wolfman. Oh boy. What was that?
Barely hit.
That was a lot of something. Alright, so let's see. Is anyone running hot? Firestar hasn't even shot at me. Wolfman, that's like no heat from whatever those crazy autocannon or rifle shots were. Why is my move and sprint the exact same? I don't know why move and sprint is exactly the same. But we can turn on enhanced imaging. We can shoot and then move. So let's see if we can just kill this locust outright. Pretty good.
Good. A critical hit.
Obviously, it was at too short of a range to benefit from the medium range perks, but now we can hopefully break line of sight with everyone.
Ordnance received.
Drop our stability, and we'll see if anyone can get a shot on us. Looks like we're in a safe spot. Except for the VTOLs. VTOLs should be able to get an angle on us.
Commander.
But it doesn't matter because we go first. Ooh, that's tempting. That's tempting. Backstrike, Locust would definitely be dead. Backstrike from here is interesting too. Let's go ahead and use Phantom Mech again. We cannot get cover and the backstrike on the Locust. Pity. I guess I can't see the VTOLs. Well, this just goes to show you, anytime you're trying to have a specific type of encounter, for example, currently I'm trying to have an encounter at medium range,
Rolling.
it just doesn't tend to work very well. Alright, so that should be a dead Locust. Do I even fire everything? I have 5 Alpha Strikes of Artemis left. I only need 40 damage to the center torso. I'm going to save the heat
Copy that, Commander.
because I didn't need the LRMs at all. Alright.
Target down.
Oof. Wish I had that cover right now, but so be it.
Less damage. Holding firm.
Okay. The Wolfman has 2 ballistic weapons, but fires that many shots. So maybe a rotary rifle? Okay. That's a lot of heat.
Systems holding.
What kind of fire starter is that? In any case, heat damage. I need to get rid of it. Glad that missed. Alright, time to move back to cover. Okay. How's my heat looking? Luckily we're overcooling a little bit, so if we can disengage from the rapier. Ow. Yeah, this is the point where I need to start worrying about which side I'm putting towards the enemies, because if you remember, the majority of our mech is in our right hand side, which is where we've taken most of our shots. So I mean, yeah. Okay, what if we drop the large pulse laser and fire all of our missiles? Sounds good to me.
Knowledge.
And I'm pretty sure I destroyed its electronic warfare suite. So now I can move for 1 evasion because heat. And twist with my left towards the enemies.
Coordinates received.
Alright, so now I'm in cover with Bulwark thanks to our combat shield. My shield side is to the enemies. Oof. Yeah, that Wolfman.
I'm losing armor bad.
That Wolfman has a lot of damage there. But again, the point of these is not to win the mission. The point is just to show off the mech, and I think it's doing a pretty good job of demonstrating exactly how well this medium-range Timberwolf does. I mean, even against this heat damage, doing pretty well. Quicker I can take down the fire starter and the rapier, the quicker I can get back to nominal heat and start firing all the weapons again. Honestly, if I can reach him, I think this might be a punch turn on the fire starter. Oof.
My mech is coming apart around me.
Alright, time to start using vigilance every turn.
Mechwarriors, show 'em what you got.
Okay. Warrior. Pew. Miss.
I'm here.
It would be nice if I could break line of sight with the Wolfman, but it does not look like that is possible. The Ultra Autocannon is jammed, which is fine, because I probably couldn't have shot it anyway. Now, I could flip over to Mag Pulse and try to prevent the Wolfman from hitting, because I am taking a ton of damage from him every turn. But I would still overheat even if I fired. Okay, so we got 13 heat from the 15, and we've got 12 heat from the 3 5s. Oh wow, that's still not enough. Wow. Okay, so that settles that. We are going to move. Oh wow, just moving is too much? Does enhanced imaging generate any heat? No. Oh, also it only gives maximum evasion now. Huh. I forget how long ago it was, but it used to give evasion and max evasion. Let's see, is 1 evasion worth overheating? I think no.
10-4.
Hopefully we don't get hit by as much incendiary weapons. That would be nice.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Obviously overheating is much more effective when there's only a single mech getting overheated. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point I'm just crowd controlled. There is most likely not a way for me to really fight any more effectively without just blowing up from ammo explosions. That is a pity. Maybe I should give serious consideration to using heat banks for these solo drops. Because this is the one thing that heat banks are absolutely amazing for, is if you're getting hit by a bunch of incendiary weapons, heat banks, they can absolutely save you. So is this just a charge? Yeah, this is just a charge. Okay, Vigilance. Phantom Mech. And let's give him a charge. Sure. Does it work? Does he go boom?
My heat gauge is getting pretty high.
So this is that moment where I really wish I had more guts, because every time you're overheating like this, you're actually making guts rolls, and that's what determines whether you shut down or have an ammo explosion. So I think I actually had a guts life support A. I probably should have thrown that in just in case I started overheating like this. Let's see. How much damage did my charge actually do? Melee attack. You know what? I should just wait until they're done with their turn. I mean, there's a lot of damage that has been coming my way and missing because of the Phantom Mech. But this heat is an issue. Especially if my Ultra Autocannon ammo goes, because that will probably take out the side of the mech that is more important. Okay. Okay. Do I survive another round? I mean, I'm taking the damage like a boss. This Timberwolf is hanging together. This Timberwolf is definitely hanging together.
Yes, Commander.
If I punch him, it would have to hit center torso. If it hits center torso, my heat problems are done. Oh! That's why he was... Okay. So he had 40 incendiary rockets that he was able to fire 3 times each. So yeah. Let's try it. Please don't explode. I mean, Firestarter, please explode. but Timberwolf, please don't explode. Okay, good. So hopefully our heat problems are going to be a thing of the past now, because I'm pretty sure I just took off one of his heavy flamers, and he no longer has the incendiary rockets. The rapier does not have line of sight to us, I do not believe. So this might actually be doable. Oh, actually, ammo heavy flamer destroyed. Does he have either flame? Did I destroy all the ammo? I destroyed all the ammo. He can't overheat me anymore. Alright. So there goes my heat problems. Let's see if I can actually finish these guys off. Oof. 65 damage to the back. Not cool. Alright. Now then.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
Okay. Alright. First things first. Yes, I'm going to have to run through fire. But I definitely want to break line of sight with the rapier, because he's the only one that I know of that has heat damage left.
Location
I'm going to move for one evasion. Can I potentially shoot everything? That looks like a bad idea. What about if I just drop the large pulse laser? That works. Alright, so let me get my enhanced imaging on. Scramble the Wolfman's sensors and hit him with an ultra autocannon. Pew. Okay, so his sensors are now impaired by a lot. And thus he misses completely. So the benefit of having Angel ECM, Phantom Mech, Recon sensors, and Magpulse is anyone I hit with the Magpulse is pretty much incapable of hitting me, because they're going to have the no sensors debuff that gives +7 difficulty to the attacks that they make. So as long as I can keep hitting the Wolfman with the Magpulse, I shouldn't ever get hit by him again, basically. Especially since he's probably running into recoil with the weapon he's firing. And bonus, in addition to all that, is that I am generating heat and reducing his cooling, so he might have an ammo explosion as well. So we are round 10. I'm going to have 8 to 10.
getting banged up.
Oh yeah, I forgot to use Vigilance. Oof.
Reading you.
Alright, so I am almost out of armor on my left side. So at this point, I'm going to turn and face the enemies. I'm going to use Phantom Mech. I'm going to turn and face the enemies.
Move order received.
I'm going to Vigilance. And I'm going to continue pounding the Wolfman. Can I large? No, I cannot large pulse yet. And the Wolfman should be incapable of shooting me at this point. I could actually also just save ammo with the Ultra Autocannon and just hit him with the Mag Pulse to save the heat and the ammo. Oof, okay. Structure exposed.
I'm taking internal damage.
Alright, Wolfman. Missing everything. And overheating. Excellent. Alright. So I can actually ignore the Wolfman and start focusing on the VTOLs that I can hopefully take down in one shot. Assuming I can Alpha Strike again, which there's no guarantee. And I only have, I believe, 2 turns worth of Vigilance left unless I start getting kills. Okay. So, my goal is to stay in medium range, which means I actually need to push forward a little bit.
I'm here.
But I do not
Yes, Commander.
want to stand out in the open. So I am going to sprint to cover.
Affirmative.
I'm going to vigilance. And what am I most worried about? The yellow jacket with the Gauss only has 90 damage in the front. The warrior with the 2 autocannons only has 65 damage in the front. But the Strix that has the, I think it's a heavy PPC or something, maybe it's just a regular PPC, but it has 134, I believe, armor in the front. So I think I'm going to go with the warrior first. Ooh, actually, which do I have a hit chance on? I have a much better hit chance there. Can I shoot everything? I can indeed shoot everything. And I'm going to go back to Artemis because I should be able to get the kill in one shot here.
Affirmative.
Boom. Alright. So the mag pulse heat cooling reduction is, I believe, for 2 rounds, which means Wolfman, when he starts back up, should still have heat problems. But I might have to hit him with mag pulse again next turn to make sure that he stays in heat problems and does not hit me. I'm not super worried about the Strix and the Warrior at the moment because they each only have 1 pinpoint weapon. And as long as they miss the pinpoint weapon, I am 100% fine. And if they hit, as long as I'm showing my left side, worst case scenario, I lose 3 LRM5s. So, that's why I like to build a shield side in to my mechs.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, move to cover. And this is going to be the turn that I don't have Phantom Mech active. But he is just going to start up and do nothing else. The Strix, I am able to hit the Strix from the side, which only has 98. But also has AMS, I'm pretty sure, and I'm hot. So I am instead going to shoot let me see, I need 65. 62. Okay, so I would have to get something like that. Something like that. And I think I'm actually going to save the Vigilance, the last Vigilance, for whenever the Wolfman's not overheated. Okay, so there's the Warrior down.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle removed.
Okay, Wolfman's back up, but he's still hot. So next round, I have to hit him with more mag pulse to make sure that he stays hot and can't do anything to me. Strix. Okay, looks like it hit my leg.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
So things are actually looking really good right about now. It's looking like we're going to be able to pull this off. Wolfman took the first turn. And did I survive? I survived. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
So now I can use Phantom Mech again. Yeah, again, even though it's open completely, I am going to keep my left side towards the enemies. Because if I lose the right side, I don't have a mech anymore. I would be down to just 3 LRM5s.
Confirmed.
And this time it's more important that I hit him with the mag pulse than damage, so no large pulse, cool down. Yep, that's 30 mag pulses. Oh, I forgot to use vigilance. Mm. 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 I forgot to use vigilance. Yep, I deserve that.
I lost the weapon.
I absolutely deserve that.
I'm here.
Yeah, vigilance would have actually kept me from losing that arm. I'm fairly certain. Okay, he is hot. And he's mag pulsed. So I think I'm going to try to focus the Strix. I am shooting it in the side, which means I need 98 damage. Can I shoot everything? Yes, I can.
Affirmative.
Here goes nothing. Yeah, should have gone with Mag Pulse. Especially since Mag Pulse would have done 2 damage to the flyer. The VTOL would have taken 2 damage per Mag Pulse shot, instead of just 1 damage per Mag Pulse shot.
That could have been worse.
Did I forget a Vigilance again? I'm so bad at this game. Pretty sure I forgot to go Vigilance again. Okay, and he twisted with his damage side away from me. Huzzah.
It's go time.
Or wait, did most of the damage... Nice. Okay, most of the damage actually... Yeah, I need to get to the other side of it before I can actually finish it off.
Reading you.
So I'm actually going to try to finish off the Wolfman. Can I sprint for 2 and get a shot on the Wolfman and be in cover? No, I cannot.
Order acknowledged.
Okay. And I will... Advanced Imaging still has no fail chance. I will Vigilance because I didn't forget this round. And here goes... Oof. Here goes nothing.
Engaging target.
Alright. So there's the Fire Control Systems, the Fire Control Advanced Targeting Computer offensive push accuracy actually coming in handy. Let's see. Pretty sure I hit mostly center torso. Yeah. Clustering could have been better with the set follow-up autocannon shot. But at this point, actually, let's see. If I move and use Phantom Mech, I will have better ECM, which means I'm less likely to be hit. But, oh wait, no, I do have enough for Vigilance. Never mind. Easy choice then. Back up. Right, Phantom Mech. Don't forget Phantom Mech. Don't forget Vigilance. Wolfman. 73, so... Yeah, it's too hot. Oof. I really needed those autocannon shots to hit the center torso.
Scored a critical hit.
Well, at least I have Phantom Mech on. And at least he's doing nothing. Here's the Strix again. Oh. What? Obscuring paint. So that's what the energy hardpoints are? I thought they were I mean, yeah, I thought that was laser AMS. I guess it was the Rapier that had the laser AMS.
Commander.
I really need the Wolfman down. And do not have enough Okay. I think I actually go redline a little bit, just to make sure that I get the EMP. So the EMP should help prevent him from hitting me because my Phantom Mech is still active. There we go. Problem solved. Now I should actually potentially be able to finish off these last two and successfully complete the mission. Well, there goes my side torso. Of course, there was nothing in there, so no big loss. The LRM-5s on the left arm. Again, this is the benefit of having a shield arm, or a shield side, really. Is I lost half my mech, but I did not lose half my mech. Okay, so this thing is twisted around with its fresh side facing me. I need to, let's see, I have, oh yeah, I have plenty of armor in my center torso. So definitely left side towards enemy.
Move order received.
And I could save heat here so I could move. I need to save heat so that whenever I am able to move next turn, I'm able to move better. So rather than take that, do I take the shot on the strong side of the Raven? No. No, I think I'm just gonna mag pulse. So that this guy hopefully doesn't hit me so well anymore. And also, wow.
Long-range missiles are out.
Mag pulse missiles on vehicles with clan LRMs do 3 damage. So you're scrambling their sensors and you're only losing 1 damage per missile. Oh yeah, I knew that because it does 1 damage and then 1 heat damage, so
Reading you.
yeah. Still can't shoot it from the
Double
side.
10. Let's go.
So, I mean, there's some of the shots hit the side. So if I get lucky, I could potentially take this thing down. If I get lucky. Use Phantom Mech. Use Vigilance.
Firing.
Hope. I was about to say hope for a lucky shot to the side. I got the lucky shots to the side. So now all that's left is half a rapier, and we're actually able to complete the mission with a single mech. I would call that build successful.
Yes, Commander. 10-4.
I should have just walked. That way I could brace. But then again, I don't think he has weapons left, really. So now it's just a matter of hunting down the last little
I'm
mech.
here. Location confirmed.
Might as well try to get whatever damage I can. Come on, little fella. I'm not going to hurt you much.
Yes, Commander.
And I cannot get line of sight anywhere. Nope, it does not appear I can. Alright, get into medium range, bonus accuracy even when firing indirectly. And sure.
Target locked.
So, one clean alpha strike against the rapier should be all I need now.
Reading you.
One clean alpha strike. There we go.
Order acknowledged.
Move in. And unload. Goodbye. Yep, that's a successful mission with a single mech.
Target
So I'm definitely going to call that a successful mission, a successful build, and a successful Mech Lab Monday. Again featuring the iconic Timberwolf. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, the key thing that we focused on here was the ECM from the Angel, the Phantom Mech ability, the Mag Pulse scrambling their sensors to make it even more effective, and the Recon sensor. So that combination, especially for things like solo and duo duels, are amazing. And the Timberwolf being an Omni-Mech and having the hard points where you can throw just about whatever you want on it. As you can see, we still have 2 Alpha Strikes left of the Ultra Autocannon 5 after 26 rounds. And we spent every bit of missiles, but, I mean, 26 rounds. Heat management for several of the rounds meant that, you know, obviously if things were ideal, we would have run out of ammo sooner. But we would have also gotten the kills sooner. So that was your episode of Mech Lab Monday featuring the Timberwolf Z. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you next week. Have a good one.